Excuse me.
Three, two, one.
I always forget how loud that shit is. I have to take off my fucking headphones. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to In Your Element podcast. I'm your host, Louis Asensio. Sorry about that. And with me always, the lovely Courtney. Today she doesn't have her hair done. We ain't got no
As
guests
usual, you guys should be used to
as
it.
usual. No
Wow.
guests, so she ain't get all no hair done, no nothing.
I got a hair appointment Saturday. I just, it's just been one of those weeks. So,
Yeah, tell me about it. I need this shit, like I said, to be over, and I need next week to be over so I can already go on vacation.
yeah, come on 2024 because I'm ready for this shit to be the fuck done. Okay.
What do you mean? We got 2 weeks left. We still have Christmas. We have Christmas Eve. We have New
Fuck
Year's Eve.
Christmas. Fuck Christmas Eve. Fuck New Year's Eve. Bring me New Year's motherfucking day, January 1, 2024. I don't have time to be playing with 2023. 2023 flew the whole year. You want to get to December and act like you smoke crack. I don't like it. I
Yeah,
don't like
I need December to kind of be over as well.
it.
God damn.
Yeah, I'm ready for this shit to be over. New Year's, birthday, Valentine's Day, tax time. Okay?
Shit. Christmas with as many kids as I have. I don't know.
And that's why I stopped at one and done.
I said I only wanted one. Then that motherfucker looked bored, so I gave him another one. Then another one. Then another one. Now he's 18, and I gave him another one.
Bryce can look as bored as he wants to. I'm not doing the shit. Okay? Over with.
I didn't plan on 6. Out of those 6, only 2 of them were planned. So, where the hell? See, so Facebook is inviting me to earn bonuses for views, comments, shares, and reactions from all of our posts, right? But then every week, I'm like having to deal with people reporting all my shit.
What?
I know. Every week, I have 2 to 3 of my shit being taken down from either our podcast page or or my personal page because people keep reporting my shit. But I don't get how they're reporting my shit, and then Facebook sits here and make me go through all this whole thing where I gotta go against what they say is against their standards. Like, I've never really reported anyone, but I don't know how people get all my shit taken down. I don't know how that
Facebook
shit
is a bag
happens.
of bullshit. Facebook is a bag of bullshit. Mark be on bullshit as well. And here's why I say that. I have a friend that was being monetized very nicely, very, very nicely. And then all of a sudden, her video started getting flagged. She couldn't upload. She was blocked for a couple days, all of this stuff. She was at a point where she was like, I guess, reaching a certain cap for a certain level of like Facebook views. I don't know how monetization goes for Facebook.
Yeah,
So, but she
you have to have a certain amount. See, I don't get how either of my pages get it, but I'm already there. They've sent me shit, but I've had both of these pages before they changed all the whole monetization stuff because I
right.
think now you have to have a lot more to do because I can receive stars on my personal page. So if anybody out there watching, y'all can send us stars anytime. Don't worry, I'll split it with Courtney. But yeah, no, like I keep getting flagged for all this shit because someone reported me. Someone reported me.
I don't feel like it's someone. I feel like Facebook, when you start getting monetized, they start looking at your shit and they start like picking it apart like piece by piece. So I don't necessarily think it's someone. I think it's Facebook itself picking your shit apart.
I I just I don't know. So again, in order to get the bonus, you got to be invited. So Facebook is inviting me. You either got to be invited or referred to or some shit like that.
Excuse me.
You get a cold?
I don't know what the fuck is going on, to be honest with you. I was sitting here chilling all day. Now all of a sudden I'm coughing. I don't know.
I don't know. You know what you should have did? You should have did your hair.
Fuck that.
Maybe you wouldn't be coughing. You weren't coughing. You looked great last time. You were sitting there. You had your hair all done. You look like you had a good nap that day.
It'll be done Saturday. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I've been since Thanksgiving. I've been sitting on the same couch in the same spot. Only thing I'm doing on the daily is taking showers and changing my clothes. I sit right back on in the same spot, and I haven't been doing a motherfucking thing. This is how I go into hiatus for December.
So we skipped last week, not because of anything big. Jay did not want to stay upstairs. He wanted to be downstairs for everything. So we kind of skipped last week, and I know we talked about doing Friday. I didn't leave work till almost 10 o'clock last Friday, so it got to the point where it was like, fuck. Um, but how was your Thanksgiving? You went to DC, right?
No, I'm in DC now. I went to
Oh,
South Carolina.
you went to South Carolina.
Yeah, I went to go see my country cousins. Shout out to my family in South Carolina and Columbia. I had a good time. It was kind of like family reunion for me as well because I haven't seen these people since I was 11, so it's been 24 years since I've seen them, and not for any particular reason. Just my family's just not that type of family. We're not the get together and kick it type of family. But it was really nice. I had a good time. I ate like a fucking fat kid. Like the food was so good. Like everybody in my family on my mom's side can cook. Everybody, and they just had like jerk turkey, jerk deep fried turkey, regular turkey, ham, stuffed ham. Like it was just like
Fuck
you
y'all
walk.
need two hams for.
We had hella people. It was like 40 people.
Okay. Okay.
So, but it was just like we had so much fucking food, and all of it was good. I didn't taste anything that I didn't like, so it was pretty dope. But how was your Thanksgiving?
We had a quiet one. I ended up getting the stomach bug that was going around. So then I had just got better the day of Thanksgiving.
Mm,
So I didn't. I ate one plate. That was it. One
fuck
plate of
that
food.
fucking some shit. Ah.
And no, I couldn't because like my stomach was killing me, and I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna eat this just to at least enjoy the day. We went to my brother's house as everybody else kind of like went off on their own this year, so it's kind of laid back, chill. We were at Isaac's. Oh, also just in case, Pito, what's up? Make sure you
Hi,
share this
Miguel.
shit. Make sure you share it, or I'm punching the fucking throat. Just saying. But yeah, no, we went off and did. Everybody went off and did their own things this year, and again, nothing too big. Still had turkey, rice, and all the shit. The only thing I didn't have this year was dressing. So
I don't eat that shit no way.
it's because you're not black. You're
I
from
guess
Alabama. You're probably
dressing,
half white. Really,
dressing is.
it's the best thing in the fucking world.
Yeah, fuck that. I like low key. I really enjoy the jerk deep fried turkey. I'm like, how you just jerk and deep fried? Like y'all just double whammy me. I could have ate the whole thing by myself.
That's that's true. I I love dressing. So
Oh, not my
no.
favorite thing on the Thanksgiving menu.
So you've been sitting down this whole time just chilling since Thanksgiving.
I haven't done a bitch ass thing. Nothing at all whatsoever.
Well, you were in
I,
class last week as well. So
I mean, and that was it. But like, I play hooky today because fuck them. I can do it online. But but yeah, it was. I haven't been doing a motherfucking thing to be honest with you. I've been sitting here. I can't even say soaking in my sorrows. I just been sitting here, literally, like kicking it. That's it.
oh man, where's the boyfriend at? Oh man,
He had to get the fuck on. Okay,
y'all just went on y'all first date.
fuck that nigga. It's over with. It's been over with for like a week and a half. I'm not gonna get into the details, But sometimes people have their own traumas that they need to figure out and not project onto the person that they're with. And I don't have the time, patience, care, or energy. So you handle your business over there. I'll be over here. Please don't spin the block at all. Don't spin the block at all. This is not a spin the block zone. I won't be at that address by the time you get your shit together. So you go over there and you live your life, and I'm gonna live mine over here and kick
That-
in.
You should have told me that 15 years ago.
Well, you live and you learn. 6 kids later, you understand. Like, you only had to bump your head 5 times. Like that's better than the average person. Okay.
I spent the block a couple times.
Yeah, that shit
So
dead up there. I've been
yeah.
cussing out.
Oh no. No, where were you at 15 years ago to tell? Oh, besides trying to kill me, but you should have sat there and fucking choked me
15
instead.
years ago, I was 20. We weren't even. I was at school somewhere. Minding our business.
I was in school too, but I still spent the fucking block and bow. One kid, another kid. Nope. I should have stayed my ass at home.
Lord.
Uh
Hi,
oh.
son.
So my boy Bryce, free Bryce.
Why is Bryce walking around the house in a towel like he pays bills? Hold on, I gotta sit up. What are you doing? It's right here on the couch. Go upstairs and get dressed. You don't pay bills around here. What? Walking around here with just a towel on. What the fuck is going on today?
That's your broke best friend.
No, I'm on the podcast. So make sure you don't try to sneak into my video with your little boobies hanging out. Chesticles. Right. I don't want no child porn on here.
What? Ew.
Bryce, you're gonna flag us with your fucking
Right.
kid nipples.
I had to sit up for a second. I'm like, I know that's not a fucking towel. It is a towel. He must pay bills. Okay. Wait. I'm tired of this. And you know what? Let me say something else about my child, okay?
Uh-oh.
Not bad.
Free Bryce.
He didn't do anything bad.
Okay.
I took him. So my son has never been down south for like extended periods of time. My son is very much so a city kid, very much so a suburban kid. He is not a country kid. So when we were down south, he's like playing on all his devices and stuff. And his cousins think that he's like the lamest person ever because he doesn't want to go outside and play. And my son is like, y'all aren't domesticated enough for me to be trying to kick it with. I'm not going outside. So y'all can have outside.
Man.
I'll play the Oculus. It was funny as fuck.
So he was just there by himself. Everybody's outside.
He didn't give a fuck. He sat in that little corner. He played his Oculus. They was running around and shit outside. He's like, yeah, they sweating. They smell like outside. I'm not really trying to fuck with it. I'm
They
not doing
smell
it.
like outside.
He's like, I'm not fucking with it, Mom. We're just gonna play my Oculus. I'm like, all right, do your shit. He went outside a little bit, but hell,
Nah,
it
not
wasn't.
the way. Yeah, not the way down south go outside.
And he was so like shocked because it was really warm in South Carolina and stay outside with no shoes. And
We did that shit here in North Chicago.
I said, it's the country, baby. Yeah. He was so like that.
Outside with no shoes. Fuck, I still kind of do that sometimes during the summer. I'll walk my grass with that. Well, like that with no shoes.
Yeah, I like to be grounded as well. I don't like to wear shoes. I don't like to wear socks. If any opportunity I have to wear Crocs, flip flop, open toe sandals, I'm taking it.
I wear my flip flops most of the summer. As soon as I get off of work, I have my pair right inside the car.
Yeah, I'm
I don't
with
wear
you.
shoes. I wear shorts and flip flops.
I'm with you.
Can't do this. Make sure Bryce goes outside next time.
Yeah, because I said the next time we go down here, you got to get with the program.
All right, so we have our topic. Weekly topic is politics and relationships or friendships. First and foremost, I see there's like no views, but fuck it. Just make sure you guys share if you're on here. Even after.
Don't come inboxing me shit when you could ask us right now.
They do the same shit.
I'm ignoring all inboxes.
Every week. Oh, why did you say this? Or I didn't think what did we talk about 2 weeks ago? It was the fucking what was that? What did we talk?
Shit, I'm fucking around.
I,
Oh,
I
yes,
just I just got an inbox that said it made no sense what I said. Like, why didn't you say it on the fucking podcast?
right.
So yeah, they're like, oh, made no sense what you said. I forgot what the fuck it was.
It don't matter. Fuck them. Fuck y'all shit.
Yeah, we got
No,
our
I love
weekly.
you guys, but for the people that be being extra, I can't stand y'all.
So yeah, politics and relationship. Obviously, yesterday I came out as an NPV, a non-party voter, and said who I was gonna vote for. There's only one guy that I'm really gonna vote for. There's no way fucking Biden's getting another vote. And I said that also with if everyone's been looking at my Facebook without reporting it, I keep saying I think Illinois is going to become a red state this year for the first time since 1988, which was the year I was born.
Me too.
Only because Biden has not done nothing for the brown and black communities at all whatsoever. Everything that's the only way he won, and I think that's gonna be the way he loses.
Biden tricked us all though. He definitely was like a pimp. He sold us great dreams and we bought it. We paid extra for it as well. We were definitely overcharged, and
Oh
we
yeah,
did not return on our investment at all whatsoever. I'm not gonna flex or front. I typically vote Democratic because that's what I've been taught. I learned my politics through my mom, and my mom is a diehard Democrat. She doesn't give a fuck a damn a hell. She's a Democrat to the death of her. Um, and I guess
have you asked her what about this year?
we haven't talked about it this year, but uh my mom is very loyal. She's gonna vote Democrat regardless because that's what she's always done, and she really believes in the Democratic Party. Um, myself personally, after seeing what happened with my student loans, because that's the only reason I voted for Biden. I'm not gonna flex.
Right,
Um,
they're
I didn't
supposed
like
to disappear, right?
I didn't like anything on his agenda outside of the student loans because I have quite a few. So they took the student loans away, and then you rescind this bill, and now they're back on my motherfucking shit.
Yeah,
So I was like, "Oh, good, 20,000 gone." Then I checked it, and it was like, "Wait, 20,000 came back." I don't understand.
it was supposed to. He sold everybody a promise and a dream
Yeah,
that was doable because it's what 1.77 of student loans that could have been wiped out with one, maybe $2 billion.
right.
So he sold everybody a dream, a hope, and everybody stood there and they took it. They voted for him. The black
Yeah,
and brown community voted Biden in. Uh, when in reality, a lot of people forgot that yes, Trump did inherit Obama's economy. But before COVID, everybody was still able to save money. Inflation wasn't as crazy as it is now. I remember everybody saying, "Oh, Trump signed so everybody can get those fucking $600 checks or whatever the fuck everybody got."
yep.
And they kind of forced his hand onto it, where he even said, "He's like, it's gonna be over. COVID's gonna be over." But yeah, it did help whoever got it. But at the end of the day, it's like Obama's economy did not go bad until now.
And
And
um, a lot of our thinking, as well as Black and Brown people, for voting for Biden was okay. Obama took care of this, this, and this. This was his vice president, so he's going to carry on in his legacy as well. Not realizing that he's his own person and he also had his own agenda. So
yeah,
I feel kind of tricked ourselves. But then again, we kind of always trick ourselves. We always kind of let the the I guess, underdog candidates, you could say, come in and sell us these dreams in our communities, and they come march with us, they come talk to us, they come and act like they're, invested in our views and our problems, and then we vote them into office and they forget about us, and we do this time and time and time again.
Well, they don't forget about us. I don't think their agenda is us
It's not
at all.
at all whatsoever.
Because again, I'm an MPV, a no party voter. So that means I can vote for whoever the fuck at whatever fucking time. I can care less if it's Democrat, or I can care less if it's Republican, or I can care less if it's independent. But there's no one ever independent that comes in and steals anyone's fucking votes. But there is a Republican or Dem that, everybody picks one of the two evils. Okay, no one picked Hillary because of some fucking emails, right? So
And
then
fuck, I don't know about her motherfucking emails. I bet my student loans would have got lost in the sauce. I bet you that.
that yeah, she wouldn't have done shit, to be honest.
I don't know. I like some of her agendas, but
Her
Hillary and Bill,
her financial plan wasn't as good as Trump's. That was the only thing that attracted everybody to Trump. Really,
because they're not.
obviously, people are gonna be like, "Oh, but he showed everybody's racist."
You know what? I don't mind Trump being racist because he's openly racist. He's not like shaking my hand and talking shit about me behind my back. He's
Yeah,
letting me know, fuck you. I'm gonna get you a check, but it's still gonna be fuck you. So
yeah,
I can respect that.
but it's crazy they deem him racist after he became president.
He was racist before that to me,
No,
personally.
no, he was. He
Oh,
was. There wasn't nothing that was not racist about him. You got the Central Park Five, the shit he did with that. You have all the apartments and complexes he bought and then kicked out all the black people. He was doing all that shit before, but
right.
he wasn't hiding it. So no, I'm not voting on him because of what he wasn't hiding. I'm voting on him because it was easier to save money then.
And
And
I
I think we'll be back to that if he comes back on board.
and I definitely agree with that. A lot of people are like, he's not a politician, he's a businessman. What is the US? It's a fucking business, whether you
Business.
realize it or not.
Right.
Uh, I don't agree with some of the things that he does. I don't agree with some of the things he says. I don't agree with his um, radical approach to a lot of things. However, when you're right, you're fucking right. And the man was right about a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Um,
He stopped paying for other people's fucking issues
and I,
while Biden is giving away money.
yeah, because I don't understand how you got money to fund this motherfucking war that we don't got a motherfucking thing to do
Two
with.
of
That
them. Two.
shit,
You have the Russian and Ukraine war, then you have the genocide that Israel's doing in front of everybody.
we don't got shit to. I pray for those people. Don't get me wrong. I hope it comes to a halt. I hope that there could be some sort of resolute. But y'all don't have to use my motherfucking tax dollars to do it.
But we do it every year.
Like,
Whether we found out about what's going on in Palestine, then because apparently we spend $2 billion a year for their military to Israel.
and I don't get that either. Because how you funding both sides? I'm not understanding. Not
Yeah,
un-
because it was the same for Russia as well.
America's like everybody's messy ass cousin that plays both sides. Like, I fuck with you, but like I don't really fuck. And you go to the other cousin, like I fuck with him, but I don't really like. We just instigate everything. We got our own motherfucking problems, and that's why a lot of people just be looking at us fucking laughing and like can't stand Americans. We don't know how to mind our motherfucking business.
Right. Well, and again, we weren't in a war that was started by Trump for his 4 years, and he was not sending any money. He cut off NATO, which in a way I thought that was good because we're paying everybody's bill. When people don't pay for shit, the US has to take care of it. So that
And how
means
we,
our tax dollars have to go for it.
I'm so over our tax dollars at this point. Like that's what we need to be voting on. What happens with my taxes? I should be able to say this is what I want to go on with my taxes. Since I got to pay the motherfuckers, or y'all gonna put me in jail any fucking way. Like
Exactly.
it's so much bullshit with these fucking taxes. Where is tax time? That's what I'm waiting for. Fuck this. Fuck that. I get back.
Well, so the topic is obviously politics and relationships. friendship, significant other, whatever. Do they work? So, Courtney, I'm guessing you're voting Democrat this year.
I'm not exactly sure who I'm voting this year. Because
That's fine. My boy Trump needs your vote.
I have my own set of personal issues, and I want to see who's going to speak to my motherfucking issues.
Not Biden.
Oh,
He
I'm saying
he might tell you what you want to hear, but it ain't
I'm
Biden.
voting for that motherfucker. So what fool me once can't fool me again, or whatever the fuck that nigga said. You
What
is not
George
finna.
Bush said.
There you go, that nigga. Like I said, because I don't give a fuck what you say. George Bush is a nigga. I don't give a fuck.
Now,
Period. He's
because he didn't like
always
black people when my boy Kanye was up there.
and that's cool because black people don't like him. So it's fair
No,
exchange. So
we like him now.
I don't fuck with his ass. Yeah,
O- Only because him and Michelle Obama are good friends.
no, he want to lick Michelle Obama from head to her motherfucking toe. That's what the fuck that is. He is infatuated with that woman. She needs to get a restraining order. You see how like trying to hold her hand during? You got your own
Does
here. You ignoring your wife to fuck with Michelle Obama.
hey, but whatever friendship they have going on, some of the good votes and shit like that happened is because he ended up helping Democrats.
I'm not.
So Dems owe it to him now.
If Michelle Obama runs for president, she got my vote.
Oh, she has mine too. But there's
She got,
no one in the Democratic Party that has my vote right now.
yeah, fuck them. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not. I'm breaking tradition in 2024. I will not be voting Democrat. I don't give a fuck.
My
I
boy
don't.
Trump got 2 votes.
I'm not doing it. I don't know if I'm voting for Trump. I might vote independent.
Why would you
Um,
vote independent?
I've been seeing a few candidates that are, like I said, speaking to my personal issues and things that I would like to see changes. And, I'm really over this. I'm not gonna get too far into it because I can talk about it for hours. I'm really over this like abortion ban bullshit. And just a lot of other things dealing with like women's reproductive rights and stuff like that. Because I got my tubes removed this year. And I have been trying, I'm 35. I have been trying since I was 22. This is before I even had a child to get my fucking tubes removed. And I don't feel like the fate of my fucking reproductive system should be in the hands of a motherfucker I may never ever get to because I have to consult with my husband to get these certain procedures done. I don't have a husband, so I don't have anybody to consult with. So, oh well, what if one day I want to get this shit taken care of now?
I was about to say the fuck. Yeah, I remember us talking about that, and
We could
I
have a whole
I
like,
I, I think there's enough women in Congress that you just put all the women in one room and they decide what happens with women body. There's no
yeah,
men that should have a say so on that. I don't
and
get that ever.
I'll never understand it because it's like men do not. I know men have their own set of bodily issues that they go through as they age and things happen, but a woman's body, like going through child labor, is like the closest thing to going to like dying or some bullshit like that. I heard. I don't know what the exact phrase is, but I'll figure it out. But it's just
Getting kicked in the balls. I'm gonna say this all the time is the equivalent of having 2 kids.
I don't got balls, so I don't know. I don't know.
I never had a kid, so I don't know either. But I've been kicked in the fucking balls.
I'll take your word for it though. I'll take your word for it. But yeah, I don't know. I'm really big on being able to have control of my body and my life and the things that I want to do. If I want to get my tubes removed so that I don't have to be on birth control and have hormones and additional shit pumped into my body to prevent me from having a child when I didn't want one in the first fucking place, that's my business.
Well, and again, you're right. It should be up to the women. There's enough women in Congress, House and Senate. They can take their asses in a room with no men and decide what women should do with their bodies and decide, you know, something along the lines of Roe v. Wade for
Exactly.
women. Again, only women know what women go through. So no men should they shouldn't even have a vote.
That as well as affirmative action. Affirmative action was overturned, I believe, either last year or the beginning of this year or some shit like that.
Did they?
Um, oh yes, honey, that was a major thing. And I was reading an article about the Asian population that initially they were for overturning it, and now they're seeing that it's starting to affect them as well. It's like you're not as Caucasian as you thought you were, Asian people. Join us on the nigga side. Welcome to what we've been going through. So it was just very enlightening to see just how it's set up and how things are like slowly reverting back to like the 50s, the 60s, like before civil rights movements and before women's rights movements and stuff like that. I feel like they're trying to go back to that era, and it's like we can't afford to go backwards as much as y'all want to. We have to go forward. And I really feel like they need to put an age gap or age cap, I'm sorry, on these old ass motherfucking politicians. We
They,
don't live in that world anymore.
they have to. They have
We don't
to.
live in that world anymore. We need newer, younger, fresher people that are going through certain issues right now,
Not,
to say
not not even an age gap. I just think they should have term limits.
or something, because the shit is ridiculous. Get some newer, fresher, up to date, eyes in there. Here's some newer ideas. You guys aren't always right just because you're boomers. Like that's not the way that goes.
Right. Yeah, no, when they're like 80, 90 years old and fucking can't stand on a stand without fucking pausing because their Alzheimer's hitting them, I don't know what more of a sign do you need for term limits or, like you said, age caps. It's crazy. It's redundant that they haven't even thought about it. And they're still allowing these old ass motherfuckers to sit here and, what is it, write laws, and some of them don't even know how to spell their names anymore.
Exactly. And a lot of them are just not in the mix with like today's issues and what's really going on with people. Like the fucking poverty line, I think, has changed or something like that. And it's saying people that make like, I think it was like $50,000 and below are like considered poor. And it's
Yeah,
like
they
fifty
changed
thousand
that.
$50,000 used to be on. You could make
Hmm.
it. And I feel like everybody's like, well, I want to make 100,000. I want to make 100,000. 100,000 is like the equivalent to making $20 a year. Like it's not what it used to be. It doesn't go as long or stretch as long as it used to because everything is high.
Yeah,
Groceries,
they're
bills,
changing what middle
you know.
class is. I think middle class is soon to be changed 90,000.
I think there's not going to be a middle class. There's going to be a defined line of rich and poor. There's not going to be this borderline of people anymore. They're slowly phasing us out. Like look at Lake County. Lake County looking for housing is ridiculous. Either you're going to be paying 2,500 for a 2 bedroom from the 70s, or you're going to have to get on some sort of assistance to be able to get a decent place. And even with getting on assistance, the criteria has changed so much. The list is so long. Like it's just like the people that are in the middle, we don't have anywhere to go. We can't afford these rich white neighborhoods, but we also make too much to live in the projects or in the slums or having low income or any sort of rental assistance. So we don't what happens to us?
Right. It's no, everything's changing too quick. Inflation has gone way too high for anything, and it falls back into all these old ass politicians because they can take a break when they don't feel like, oh, shit's going their way. They can go on, what is that called? The fucking, they close the government. It has a fucking name. I'm not thinking right now.
Uh,
Oh, the
it'll come.
shutdown, government
Right.
shutdown. So I don't know why they sit here and have a government shutdown when you're supposed to work for us. We voted you in. So, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we could have conversations about this all day.
Right. It's-
But we have a weekly topic. Can you see yourself ever dating someone that is Republican all the way from head to toe, or even just have a friend?
yeah, I mean, yeah. Your political views. Well, okay. I am going to judge you on your political views. I'm not going to lie. Um, However, as long as you're not pushing that shit onto me and trying to like force me into fucking whatever the fuck it is you believe in, we're good. I believe in a healthy debate. We can healthy
Okay,
debate.
but this is where it's most critical, right? Because Biden gets brought in to 2020, or he gets voted in 2020, and it's like, no one bats an eye. Now, all these years later, we know that it's coming up again. And you're, let's say, again, a friend or significant other. I would have said his boyfriend, but you kicked him out. Um, if you go and sit there and think about it, this is where all the conversations start right now. So, for instance, Nita goes and says, "Why are you voting Republican?" It's because I can. And she's like, "But Trump and all this and all the stuff he says and who he is, that's not me. I'm not voting for that. I'm voting for the plan that I know he has financially that will recover some of the bullshit that Biden is doing. That's what I'm voting for. If he shut the fuck up and stays off Twitter or X, he'll be good."
Yeah. And again, America is a business. This is a corporation, you know. Although he hasn't had a good track record necessarily running his own businesses, I don't necessarily feel like he did anything bad. He didn't run us into the ground. You know, our debt deficit wasn't as high as it is now, and we were all getting a check. And everybody's like, "Oh, well, he was showering money on us to distract us from other things." And woo. Be that as it may, did you or did you not get like $2,000 worth of extra money that you wouldn't have gotten either way to do certain things? But whether you fucked it off or, you know, did right with it, you still got that extra money to do what you need to do to compensate for that gap that's there within the social class or within the financial classes.
Right.
So I don't want to hear, "Oh, well, he gave us some money so that we could turn a blind eye." Maybe he did, but you still got the money and you still were able to do certain things that you weren't able to do before without it. So, and again, I'm not advocating for Trump at all whatsoever. Because
Sound like you are.
I mean, when shit makes sense, it makes sense. You know, when you're right, you're right. And again, he has a great business mind, and this country is a business. So, I mean, fuck the, "Oh, well, he's not political. He's not." It doesn't matter because we've had presidents this entire time, and they haven't done as much for us, I should say, as he did within his 4 little years. Um, Black community as well. Like he freed Kodak. Like what the fuck? He pardoned Kodak. I'm not finna.
And Little Wayne.
And Wayne, see, I'm not finna.
And Little Wayne. Because Wayne was facing what? How many? I think he was facing like 11 to 20 years.
Something like that.
And he pardoned him before all that even went to trial.
And I don't know. He just, again, I'm not advocating for him, but when it comes to the lesser of two evils, I'd rather have the motherfucker that don't like me in my face than the motherfucker that's gonna play me behind my back.
Exactly.
That's just my opinion.
I got called again. I got called a sellout. And I got yelled at. Then I got told that I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Then someone sent me a video of Liz Cheney talking about that her, defending Trump, or no, her voting to impeach Trump after January 6th, that she lost her whole career, shit like that. So me, who I love to read shit and I love to research shit, I sent them that why was she complaining after January 6th that he was an evil person? But in the first impeachment, she voted nay to both articles, meaning every picture that she's in, she's right next to him, front of the fucking crowd. And then all of a sudden, January 6th, because she decided to, I'm gonna impeach him, I'm gonna say yay to the second time around, and now my career's over. No, you could have done something if you wanted to. The first impeachment, you didn't.
Right.
Don't
Right.
cry. Don't cry your crocodile tears now. And I sent this person all this, and then they told me, "Oh, you're not stating facts. You're basically you're you don't know what you're saying." And I'm like, "Wait a minute. So you sent me this video of her on Good Morning America. Where in the video? I'll send it to you. Let me see if I can play it. As a matter of fact, I'm going to play it.
Lord, you were fake newsing.
Fake news in the video, and I'm gonna go where I told them to go, because I said, "Did you watch this video?" Yeah, I watched it. Did you go to 5 minutes and 40 seconds after that? They keep asking her, "Hey, condemn, uh, condemn, the Republican Party." I'm sorry if you don't see me, but I'm going to this one,
You
and
can still.
she would not condemn them. And it's asked her, "So are you saying that Are you saying that Democrats should take over and she won't say yes? She will not say yes at all.
Because she knows already. Like let's stop playing. History keeps repeating itself and repeating itself and repeating itself. How many times do we as Black and brown people got to get hit in the fucking head before we figure that out?
Okay, let me see. Where is this? I'm trying to also hide this person because I don't want, great friend. He's allowed. Oh shit!
It's time for you to go to bed.
What? Can you hear that? You couldn't hear that, right?
Go ahead, get your water, but it's time for you to go to bed. It's almost 10:30. Sorry, y'all. Momming doesn't stop.
Hold on. As I move everything around here. I gotta send one this way. And where are we? Give me a quick second while we do this. So, where are we? Is that your stomach?
Oh, you heard that? Damn.
I heard that. Let's see. Share screen.
I've been on a healthy kick lately, so I've been drinking kombucha as well as soursop juice, and it's been fucking me up. If you want to detox or cleanse, soursop is your friend.
All right, so again, this video is what they sent me.
We are back 8:09. Wyoming Congresswoman Liz Cheney, a staunch conservative who voted with Trump 90% of the time for most of her term. She broke from most of her party in the wake of.
Just in case, Liz Cheney is Dick Cheney's daughter. Everybody remembers Dick Cheney, right?
Yeah,
with George Bush. No, it's just
that's another old. That nigga old.
Well, he's not in Congress anymore, but
he was old back then.
His political views, he's basically the vice president that Trump should have been to someone else, but they made him president. They made Trump president.
Of January 6th, leading the charge against him on the House committee investigating the insurrection that day. And after losing her primary in Wyoming last year, she's been hard at work on a new book. It's out tomorrow. It's called Oath and Honor, a memoir and a warning. Congresswoman Cheney, good morning. It's good to see you.
Good morning, Savannah.
I think Democrats, it would be.
So now I'm skipping to the part. We let her get her introduction. I'm going to 5 minutes and 40 seconds. And this is, again, where they keep asking this lady, like, hey, are you basically saying Democrats should take over? And she can't answer the fucking question to save her life. Why? Because she's butthurt that at one point she was backing up Trump. And then when she tried to impeach him the second time, and she was one of the 10 fucking Republicans that did it the second time, oh, now my career's over. Your career runs on votes. You didn't get votes. Sorry you lost to who Trump endorsed, but you could have done better if you thought he was an evil person.
Right.
So here goes all her.
Said the Republican Party today has made a choice, has not chosen the Constitution. Do you think it would be better for Democrats to regain control of Congress in 2024?
I think that this is a moment where a couple of things are really important. One is, as we talked about, Mike Johnson and the Republicans cannot be in the majority in January of 2025. The House of Representatives may well be called on to determine the outcome of an election if it's thrown into the House.
I mean, this is just crazy stuff. You're Liz Cheney.
Right.
You were previously known as one of the most conservative members of Congress. You're the daughter of former Vice President Dick Cheney, and you're saying it would be safer for the country if Republicans weren't in control of the House.
I think what we have seen is that you cannot count on this group of elected Republicans to uphold their oaths to the Constitution. But what this moment also requires, Savannah, is that people come together across party lines, Republicans, Democrats, Independents, to stand for the Constitution. And that's why this election is so crucially important.
You write that. You say every one of us, Republican, Democrat, Independent, must work and vote together. So I'll put it to you very plainly. Will you vote for President Biden if Donald Trump is on the other side of the ticket?
We don't know yet who the nominees are going to be. Certainly, I hope that the Republicans don't nominate Donald Trump.
But if they do,
but I will never vote for Donald Trump, and I will do whatever it takes to make sure that Donald Trump is defeated.
Including
in
a vote for
2024.
Biden?
I will do whatever it takes.
Well, I know how deeply you feel about this. When you look at the train and you see some of these polls, and in a matchup between Trump and Biden, right now it is showing that it is Trump who wins, not just national polls, but in key battleground states. Do you wish that the Democrats had nominated someone other than Biden? Do you feel he is the best chance to defeat Donald Trump?
I think we have to have the very best players on the field in order to ensure that Donald Trump is not elected again. And I think about this as a mother. I think about this as somebody who, it very much is an open question whether our kids are going to grow up in a country that is characterized by a peaceful transfer of power.
So is Biden that person, or do you think it should be someone else?
We'll have to see what happens, and we'll have to see who is nominated. But the single most important issue is making sure that Donald Trump does not have that awesome power of the presidency again.
Just real quick, I keep thinking when I was reading your book about who is persuadable at this point. You call it a cult of personality on the Trump side. Okay, fine. So if you're in the cult, you're not going to be voting for anyone but Trump. And then you have people on the other side, they'll vote for the Democrats. This is a sliver of people who think, okay, I may not have loved Trump. I'm tired of his antics, but I'm worried about the border. I'm worried about crime. And I think Biden's too old. What do you say to them? They think that a Trump vote is, it'll end up being all right, maybe not pleasant, but it'll be all right.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think that's a real problem. And I think that the challenge is to make sure that those people understand and recognize that a Trump vote is not acceptable. I hope that there are options and alternatives that reflect the important challenges that we're facing and that reflect leadership to meet those challenges. But that choice can never be Donald Trump, because a vote for Donald Trump may mean the last election that you ever get to vote in. And again, I don't say that lightly. And it I think is heartbreaking that that's where we are. But people have to recognize that a vote for Donald Trump is a vote against the Constitution.
Real quickly, you have not ruled out running for president yourself. Do you envision something where you run with the Democrat and do some kind of unity ticket?
I'm going to decide over the course of the next couple of months.
I hope she never runs for president.
The bitch can't even answer a simple question. I hope she don't shit.
Right.
However, and then for you to say may as well be our last election. Why? Is the world going to end? Do you know something we don't know? Are you
so everyone keeps talking about Trump and becoming this dictator. A lot of these people don't get it. To become a dictator, you have to there has to be an all-out war here.
Like,
yeah. So Trump jokingly said, "Oh, if I'm gonna be a dictator, I'm gonna be a dictator for one day." So I was sent that too, because he jokingly said if he was gonna be a dictator, he was gonna be a dictator just on day one, making fun of the Democrats that are calling him a dictator or he's trying to be a dictator. But you have these Republicans that don't know where they're going. And again, I think Liz Cheney is just fucking butthurt at the fact that, yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah, fuck Liz Cheney. Bitch, you couldn't even answer a simple question as to who you were or were not voting for. No, it's none of our business at all. However, you couldn't even answer a simple question. And the fact that you have so much hate in your heart for this motherfucking man, for whatever reason, I mean, whatever you feel is valid is valid. That this is gonna sound so bad, y'all.
She has the same hate for Biden, obviously.
But she doesn't, though. She really doesn't. She hates Trump way more than she hates Biden, because she would have had equally as much to say about Biden as she did Trump. So I don't feel like it's that. I feel like it might be a difference in party for her as far as disliking Joe Biden. But I feel like her beef with Trump is personal. And this is why people don't take women in certain positions of power seriously, because you are not thinking logically. You are thinking through emotion. You're not looking at the full picture, because for you to dislike someone that bad that you can't even answer a motherfucking question, that's not analytical at all. That's emotional.
Right. And again, I got shit for saying Trump 2024 and letting people know that that was my pick this year or next year. And I get shit for everything. I say, hey, I like, this size titties. I get shit for it. I say, hey, I like my woman to have no BBL. I get shit for it. Or you should pay for shit here, there, or first dates. We get shit for it. I get shit for everything. Again, everybody keeps reporting all my shit on Facebook. So
Maybe because I don't give enough of a fuck. Like,
when I posted Trump 2024, I didn't think I was gonna get the backlash. I've been posting shit about Biden this whole fucking time. Like, there's nothing good coming out of this presidency or this administration. So now I'm sitting here. I want to be able to feel okay as I'm saving money. So that's what I do most. I don't go out party. I don't do none of that. Most of my money is going to savings, right?
right.
So I feel like I'm pulling more out of everywhere. And I don't see another 4 years as a Democrat or having a Democratic Party or administration in the White House as something that's going to make me feel comfortable for my financial future, for not just myself, but for my kids. So Trump is the only best bet. If we don't get Trump, I think we go broke, and we're already going broke.
I don't know.
We print our own money, but still, I think we'll fucking go broke.
We're gonna go broke anyway, because the U.S. dollar is not going as far as it used to go back in the day. It's just really not. Another point I wanted to make of as far as like Democratic Party and Republican Party, I don't know if you've seen it or not, or if you even follow it. I was watching TikTok the other day, and the Nation of Islam
Hold on,
has
don't say TikTok because I was told that I get all my facts from TikTok.
fuck y'all. Okay. If we want to go on TikTok and say something that we saw or something that we heard, that's our motherfucking business. Okay.
See,
Go
I sat there and I said, I watch, videos, but I also read articles and I also, get all my facts. When I fact checked this whole Liz Cheney shit, not one Liz Cheney video got sent. I went to Wikipedia and showed that the bitch fucking voted nay on Article 1 and Article 2 for the first impeachment of Trump. And guess what they said? When that was facts. Oh, you know what you're talking about.
Oh, okay. It's printed in black and white.
It's the reason why I'm going for Trump, and it's because everybody just hates him. Don't get me wrong. Again, if he stays the fuck off of Twitter, my guy Ed always says this. If he stays off of Twitter, he'll be the best president ever.
I don't know. Like I don't agree with some of the things he says. I don't necessarily have an issue with the man personally, because I don't know that nigga personally. I know him politically, and he didn't do too much bad or wrong. Just being very transparent. Again, I'm not promoting him. I'm not getting out there. I'm not a black Republican or anything like that. But yeah, I get where the hate is coming from, but again, more analytical, less emotional. Like let's be the fuck for real.
Yeah.
But I was on TikTok and I was watching all these videos about the Nation of Islam as well as the Black Hebrew Israelites. Now, these are two really big groups within the African American community, and they are saying no more Democrats. No, if you're a Republican candidate, please reach out to
Are you
parties.
talking about the Chicago one?
It's not just Chicago.
Oh no,
It's
I know. It started there.
yeah, I that was the one I saw first, but then when you get on TikTok, it's a rabbit hole of just So I was like watching all of them, like even the Black Hebrew Israelites of New York. Even they're like, you know what? If you're a Republican and you want our backing, reach out to us. Let us know your agenda, and we can organize and we can back you, because Black people and brown people are tired of Democratic bullshit. Like, motherfuckers is tired. They haven't done anything for us ever that I can think of or see. Maybe a thing here, maybe a thing there. And again, I'm not being biased. I'm just speaking the facts. If you know something otherwise, please enlighten me.
See,
Uh,
I got the notion, like I told you, where everyone goes and or the set of people goes and says, "Oh, Trump took over Obama's economy." Yeah, Obama, to my knowledge, because see, you can't really count Clinton. Clinton came as soon as the computers came, so that era was booming because of that technology. Obama didn't have any of that shit, so he did it, with the bullshit from Senate and that. He did most of his work his first term. The second term, he was going always against the grain because the Republicans had, I think, the Senate or the House, whichever one, or I think they had both.
he spent majority of his time fighting against, to get certain things done. And people like to say, "Oh, President Obama is the worst president we've ever had," and blah blah blah. He wasn't the worst president at all by far. However, he didn't have the backing that he needed to get certain things
Right.
done.
And what he got done, again, a lot of it still to this day is in play. And
Hmm.
it makes people's lives better, like Obamacare. How many times did Trump try to get it out? And I didn't think that he should have, but one president comes in and he doesn't want what the last president had because that's the first thing Biden did. Oh, it has Trump's name on it. Let's get rid of it.
And I mean, I'm not completely against that. If you're going to have something that is better for the people in place of that, then by all means. But I don't know, just eh, America is a corrupt country. I don't care what nobody says. If you don't got no money, you don't make no decisions, you don't make no rules, and they don't give a fuck about the little people. So, I instead of Kanye saying that Bush didn't like black people, he should say America doesn't like minorities because they don't, or excuse me, poor people with no money, because that's just factual and the reality of the situation.
That's
So it's
true.
just, I don't know. It's convoluted. A lot of this shit is backwards. A lot of this shit is just bullshit to begin with, and it's like politicians are going to lie about certain things. They're going to say certain things and not deliver. But it's just like, again, the lesser of two evils. Unfortunately, that sounds so terrible for
It, it,
elected in your
it
country,
does. It does in
but
the
it's
last, what,
the situation.
two elections? Lesser of two evils is Trump versus Hillary, then Trump versus Biden. Now
And
it's going to be Trump versus Biden again. And you've said this before. You rather go with who you know is going to be evil because he's telling us he's evil than the guy that's running around the Breakfast Club saying if you don't vote for him, you're not black.
yeah, and that comment kind of struck me because, bitch, if it weren't for these student loans, my black ass would have been not voting for you either. But again, we
There's
got linked.
well, I'm pretty sure. Again, my biggest. I don't know what every other state, the way they're gonna go. I know Wisconsin turned blue for Biden. I don't think Wisconsin will be blue either.
Oh, not at all. Wisconsin, like, fuck that. We're not doing that again.
Yeah, exactly. But I think we're going to see Illinois, and this is Chicago is really what votes Illinois, because everywhere around Illinois was red except Chicago. So that's where all the votes come from, and I think they will be red this year or next year.
And I agree with you because people in Chicago are tired of a lot of bullshit. I feel like Illinois is one of the most corrupt states in the United States, if
It
not the
is.
most corrupt state. We're the only state that was founded by motherfucking mobsters and fucking drug dealers and gangbangers, and they still continue to do it to this day in suits.
See, but
So,
mobsters and gangbangers back then, not today, they knew how to run the state, not the politicians.
yeah. And I don't know. And a lot of people in Chicago, did you watch the thing? I'm gonna have to find it and send it to you. Um, about the refugees coming into Chicago and them getting all type of assistance and being able to jump the line for Section 8 and go.
Yeah, well, that's what they're mad at the Chicago the fucking TikTok video that you just mentioned,
Yeah.
and I'm okay with that, and I understand that people are frustrated. That's not part of my frustration. We are a country that was founded on immigrants. and shit like that. Well, technically, my people were here first because I'm native, so we're a country on a genocide that supports genocide from Israel. So whatever that shit is, but they can't complain in reality because this is what we voted for. We voted for that. I think help them out, yeah, but I think the amount of money that they're giving them is kind of ridiculous. But I do think they should be helped out first because we're if they're not, we're creating more homeless. We're just bringing them here to create more homeless.
And again, the amount of money that they're paying people to house people and things like that, I feel like that money could be better used in other places outside of housing refugees. And I'm not saying don't bring them here. I'm not saying don't give them refuge. Don't assist them or help them. What I'm saying is don't help them more than you're helping the people that are already here that have consistently needed the help.
Sure.
And I was watching because I'm very like a lot of people like to say I'm racist, bitch. I'm not fucking racist, but when it comes to black people, I love my people.
I got
So,
asked that last time. So, are you
I'm
racist?
not racist. I
Wow.
promise.
Out of all people, they asked me if I was racist.
My family's military, so I've been around different people my entire life. I love culture. I love different people. I love learning about different people's cultures and things and backgrounds. So I'm not racist, but when it comes to my people, black people, I love my people, and I'm going to stand for us every time. Um, I watch a lot of I hate to call them oppression videos, but that's like basically what they are. Like just poor black people just talking about poor black people problems and the things that they need and the resources that they need to get ahead. And it's like these people have been screaming these things for 10 years. I need this, I need that. We need assistance here, we need assistance there. Give us a little help here, give us a little help there. And you're saying no. But then these people come here from foreign countries and you're like, "Oh yeah, here you go. Do your thing." And people are like hurt by that. Like people are angry about that. And I was watching the TikTok videos about it, and I do feel like Illinois is going to be a Republican state this year.
It
I
will.
definitely, I
It's
definitely
gonna
looking
be
forward to
bright red. And again, it hasn't been since 1988.
thir-
So I think you
30.
cut off. Oh,
Oh, I'm gonna say, oh, can you hear me? Can you hear
I
me
can
now?
hear you. Yeah, I
Oh,
can hear you.
that's 35 years. Like, and people are fucking tired of bullshit, and people want change, and people want things to be right. Like, Democrats are not delivering, and out with the old and in with the new. Like, what the fuck is funny? What's funny?
so someone sent me. This is what they sent me. Obviously, they're watching, and shows how little your IQ is, bro. If you think Wikipedia are facts, you didn't send any articles to me either. I'd rather you keep our conversations to ourselves, please. I didn't mention no one's name. Remember?
And you didn't have to say shit to him in the first motherfucking place because I don't think he reached out to you, person.
So then he sends me a picture of Wikipedia and fact checking. Wikipedia cannot be considered a reliable source. So when I send you, all I sent on here was the Wikipedia that she voted nay on 2 articles. That's it. Now the other one, it was an article that's not Wikipedia that I sent him. And it's basically her and the shit with Washington for decades, won't have a spot in elected office next year because she voted against the monster that she said was there already. That's fucking Liz Cheney's fault. That's not my fucking fault. That's not Trump's fucking fault. Don't sit down, smile for the photo op, and then boom.
Talk shit.
Right. So when it's all said and done, now you're crying, oh, my job. Again, I sent you a screenshot of a Wikipedia, and it's only of all the Republicans that voted against impeaching him the first time. I didn't send you the Wikipedia thing. Wikipedia, no, is not a fact checker because anyone can go on there. But I'm pretty sure you can find that anywhere that she voted nay on Article 1 and Article 2 of the impeachment. So that I just went to the first link to make sure that, hey, she voted no, do not impeach Trump. She had her chance. Don't cry wolf or don't cry crocodile tears later.
And again, nobody. I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna be nice.
Again,
No.
I didn't put no names, but they know who I'm talking about, and he's not the only one or she, because I got guys and girls both sending me shit. So
I'm glad you checked that shit because I don't have the fucking.
I remember you blocked me from that one guy.
I'm not mature enough for no shit like that. I'm really not.
I'm not mature for it either, but again, don't send me a fucking video of Liz Cheney fucking crying on Good Morning America or the Today whatever show, and then tell me that when I show you that she had the chance to impeach him in the first time, that she did nothing. She was fine with the photo op. She was fine making her money on the side, and she was fine with doing whatever the fuck she was doing. But January 6th happened, and this is the monster. No. You ain't got time to cry now. That was 4 years later. For 3 years, you stood next to him. So,
Happily.
yeah. Every photo op where all the Republicans were there when he was signing all those fucking bills, she was basically his right-hand man. So, I sent you a screenshot of her saying nay to both Article 1 and 2 of the first impeachment. I sent you basically, and I'm not talking to you, Courtney, I'm talking to this person.
Oh, I already know.
I sent you an article that's not Wikipedia that you should have read, that this is her now promoting a book she wrote. That video was a book that she was promoting. So she had time to write a book and not time to get votes. That's what I saw. So Trump got time to get votes. He ain't write no book in the last 4 years. I haven't seen no fucking book comes out, my time in the White House. But she has time to write a book, her time in the White House. Well, you got to tell us all the good times too. Don't just tell us the bad. Don't be that kind of woman.
That's why I said analytical over emotions.
Yeah.
Something I just
I
found.
hope she don't run for fucking president.
No, they're not going to vote for her anyway, so it doesn't even matter.
Right.
Something I found interesting that was brought to my attention by a friend that lives in Michigan. You know, Flint still don't have clean water?
Yeah.
I said, nigga, what? I said, yeah, Flint still doesn't have clean water. Blew my fucking mind. Blew my motherfucking mind. Blew my mind. And people are still going to court as well for water bills from like 10 years ago.
I would not pay shit.
I wouldn't pay a motherfucking thing. Cut it off. Shit, I can't drink it no way.
Who do they vote for?
That's a good question. I'll have to ask because I don't know what needs to happen up there. Needs to happen.
Does it really matter? Because even the Republicans should see, like, hey, these motherfuckers need water.
Yeah. I just don't think that. I don't think they care. No, I don't think they care. Well, I don't have to think. I know they don't care. Because it's an underserved community anyway. So it's let them drink the water and go ahead and get themselves up out of here. We can go in there and buy the land for cheap and do what we need to do. So that just blew my mind, y'all. Like I was like, what? Y'all still don't have clean running water? Like some people do, a lot of people don't though.
Oh, how do some people? Is it some people do because they fixed it, or is it some people do because they've always had clean water?
No, so they fixed certain portions of the piping and everything else, but then I guess the money was dissolved, so they never completed everything. So some people were fortunate enough to be a part of the piping that got fixed, and some people just were, hey, you got to figure it out because the money ran out to change everything, to get everything fixed. So I was like, that is fucking wild. I don't know why I thought the Flint water crisis was resolved at this point, but it's legit been like 10 years and that shit still isn't resolved. And I think that is fucking a crime against humanity. So That's just wild to me. Quit writing that, whoever the fuck that is. Like,
I was writing that, but also looking for the Flint thing.
oh, okay.
I respond to everybody. I respond if someone has a problem with me, you can always hit me up on the inbox. But if you want
Don't
to
hit
come
me.
on the show, to be honest, you can always come on the show.
That was not an open invitation.
That was an open invitation for everybody.
It wasn't.
Courtney can be our mediator.
I'm biased. I can't. I
So
cannot. Well, maybe I could.
that is an open invitation. Anyone that has a problem with any of the views and political views or any of the views that I fucking have, well, come on. I post about everything. If you think Israel's better than Palestine, come debate me. You think Trump is the most evil of the two? Fuck it, come debate me. I have time. I have facts. I do my research. I sit here. I read fucking articles after articles after articles. I don't just sit here and watch TikToks. It's fun to watch TikToks. Sometimes I even watch Democratic TikToks. So I don't just one side shit. I pick my side off of my research. So Courtney got us. She'll be our mediator.
I'll try. Again, I'm not mature. I'm not mature enough for political situations because people really get into their motherfucking feelings, and they real person comes out when it comes to politics and religion. Politics and religion, I don't debate them. I state how I feel and I keep it moving.
I'll debate on any of them.
You
Politics and religion. Religion ain't real, and politics ain't shit. So
you know somebody, argue with them about politics and religion. I bet you that you'll see a whole new motherfucking person.
yeah, I will. I'll see someone fucking crying and not be able to say shit after I give them all the facts because I read the Bible. So there's a reason why I'm not religious.
Yeah, no comment. I'll keep my religious preferences to myself because I'm not finna fucking. All right, and let me be clear. Lewis said you can come on here and debate him. He gave you
Yeah.
an. I want to be clear because again, I'm not mature enough for that. So please, if you have anything to say about anything he said, take it to him. If you have anything to say about anything I said, take it to God in your whack ass group chat because I don't want to hear it. Don't want to hear it.
Leave it between you and Jesus.
Yeah, leave it at the altar.
Yeah. So, Flint, Michigan. And first thing it gives me, Flint, Michigan crisis 2023.
And that's wild, y'all. That these people have not had clean water for like 10 plus years. That's just. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Political demographic. What are they? No, they're mainly.
Is it raining?
Yeah, they're mainly Democrats.
I wonder. Is that why the water's not fixed? Democratic Party.
Yeah, areas of Democratic strength includes the cities of Detroit, Ann Arbor, Lansing, Flint, Kalamazoo, Grand Rapids, and Muskegon. What is that? Muskegon? Whatever.
Muskegon.
Muskegon. There you go. Muskegon.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they're all Democrat.
Yeah, and they're all like what outside of Ann Arbor, like the poorest places.
Ann Arbor is what? Military town, right?
I don't know. I know that a lot of people that live there got money. That's all I know.
Oh. Is it Ann Arbor? That
Ann
movie
Arbor
with Tyrese and James Franco? That boxing movie? Ann Arbor or Annapolis? I forgot.
I don't know.
I just thought it was a military town.
It might be. I don't know. I'm not sure, but one of those arbors, Benton Harbor or Ann Arbor, one of them, they're like a really prestigious town in Michigan.
Oh no, it's Annapolis. Annapolis, whatever the fucking new name is. I'm bad with
Annapolis.
words. Annapolis. There you go. Annapolis. And I'm voting for Trump. So I know how to say the name. Watch someone say, "Oh, you can't even say these words, and you're voting for Trump." Shut the fuck up and come on here.
Right. No, stay your ass where you at. Cause
I'm gonna get a whole bunch of shit. I'm gonna get a whole bunch of shit. That's fine. Just in case. Oh wait, hold on. Before scores, Patriots are winning 21-18. That's nice. Thank you. 5 minutes left in the fourth.
you said the Patriots. Who are they playing?
The Steelers.
Not that I give a fuck. I don't know the stats about any of these things.
We're not as great as we once were right now. We're letting everybody else win.
Letting or y'all getting beat?
No, we're letting everybody else win.
Oh,
Trust me. Trust me. We're letting everybody else win.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
Yeah. Yeah. We're not the fucking Bears or none of that shit. So we're good.
Yeah, the Bears, I think they disappoint a lot of their fans every year, but I don't know. I don't know if it's the fucking coaching staff, front office, back office,
No,
or
it's whoever believed that they have the greatest quarterback of the fucking draft or whatever. Every single fucking draft that they pick a quarterback. Like Justin Fields, garbage. Mr. Trubisky, garbage. Their best fucking quarterback was Rex Grossman. That's it.
I don't talk sports, so whatever he's saying, sure.
I would get people on here to do a sport, segment, but they're not ready for that shit either. Ain't ready for that shit. Dude, I am.
He's playing big bank, take little bank on y'all head right now. Y'all are allowing it.
And nobody will win. Not a debate in the world that no one can win. Michael versus R. Kelly. I got that shit too. I can beat that debate too.
Leave them out of it. Okay? Leave those people. They didn't. Well, I'm not gonna say they didn't do anything to anybody because I don't know for sure. Well, I think I have an idea, but
Michael didn't do shit. Sorry, but I know. Say you pay people to just shut the fuck up because you got a career booming. But the time that he fought back,
maybe Michael didn't do anything to anybody. It's possible, but I don't know. He just lives such a bizarre lifestyle that it's not too far fetched for me.
He lived a crazy life to where I don't know. So you know where you get trauma at a certain age, so you kind of stay in that age. So
but that's what
that's what his was. He stayed as a kid his whole life.
A little quirky to me, like, but that's why it's not far fetched to me. Like, not saying that he did or didn't, whatever. But I don't know. The fact that there was allegations, I wasn't shocked or surprised at all.
Yeah, you got to fight it. You got to fight those kind of things. And what he did, he fought it. So when he did start fighting it, is when everything's like, oh shit, now he's fighting back. He's not just handing out money. So
yeah. He should have fought it because the handing out money, I think that kind of like.
But he wouldn't have had the career he had if he fought it in the beginning.
Facts, big facts.
I think he was trying to focus on the career because remember he died a billionaire, but most of his money went to donations of all that shit. So he was always donating to anything that was for the kids.
Mm.
So but that's a whole different conversation.
Right.
I'm all worked up now.
Yeah, because I'm pissed off for you. That's why I had to get quiet. So let me be quiet before I say something mean.
Nobody's ever going to come on here and debate me. Nobody.
Somebody might.
I hope so.
They might get their intestinal fortitude up and be like, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
And I guarantee you, they shut off their fucking screen.
Nah, you got some people that's just ignorant.
Ignorant don't mean that they know what they're saying.
But I'm just saying, they say it because they feel like they can, like it's gonna get a rise out of you. That's why I said I'm not that mature yet. Let's give a round of applause for Luz for being mature because bitch, I am the fuck not.
See, I didn't even plug in my fucking thing today. I would have given myself a round of applause because I'm calling everybody out.
It's
Fuck that.
okay.
Again,
It's
we
okay.
have a mediator. Courtney got us. She can mute. You can
I don't
mute.
know. I don't mind being a mediator, but don't get to come on here like talking shit out the gate. Like we could do that because this is our show, but don't come on here being disrespectful, talking shit. Now, if y'all get heated, I don't got nothing to say. But don't come on here in your motherfucking feelings. You have to be what? Analytical. You have to not be what? Emotional. You come on here with these emotions, I'm gonna get on your ass.
There you go. We'll give you the authorization to mute whoever's talking and shit like that, too much, or whoever's in their emotions.
Yeah, because I just too emotional. Well, I'm not gonna say too emotional men in an argument is like why a lesbian relationship argument. I can't do it.
It ain't fun unless someone in the end said, "I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you when I see
Nah,
you."
motherfuckers. Nah, drop the low, so I could pull up.
I like to fight either way, so it doesn't matter.
Lord have mercy,
So
Jesus.
you're not gonna win a debate or the fight. So
Ooh, sound like a motherfucker's talking shit.
I do. Everybody always, oh, you talk shit behind the keyboard. I don't look like no Meek Mills to any of y'all.
Right.
I ain't got no Twitter fingers here. I state facts.
I don't know. It's just like I said. It always amazes me how like we have the show going live and nobody says anything, and then you wake up the next day and there's like 20
Fucking,
fucking messages.
I know
For,
you saw we're live, and then someone I said no names, and I talked about different points from all these other things. Someone someone who's a good friend because I tell this motherfucker like, hey, dude, I love you and shit like that, and he knows that. So that's how much of a good friend we are. But my political views isn't yours, and yours isn't mine. But don't sit here and tell me that I'm, wrong, and that the guy I'm gonna vote for is gonna be a dictator when obviously you don't know what it takes to be a dictator.
so is this who I think it is?
No, not who you think
Okay.
it is.
No,
This is this.
I
Huh?
was going in. I was gonna go out
No, it's not.
funny shit.
Because I said that I would tell this guy that I love him. He's a great
Right.
friend. No,
That's
no,
what
this is
I
someone else. I
okay.
tell a lot of people I love him, man.
Mm,
I'm a good guy.
nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. I just
I
want to
want to
make
see. I want to see everybody succeed. Everybody.
sure.
So when
But that's fine.
sometimes I'll tell my enemies I love them by myself, but I want them to succeed too.
I'm not that mature yet. I'm not that mature.
I had to go through a lot of immature shit to be this mature, to be honest.
Yeah, maybe I haven't gone through enough because I wish my enemies to hell. See,
They can succeed and still go to hell.
I don't want you I want you to succeed in going to hell. That's all. That's it.
No. I don't know if I ever want to see anyone fail. Well, I want to see everybody fail because that's only a lesson, right? So you don't learn shit by succeeding, but I want you to not give up because you fail.
I really don't give a fuck what you do because I don't like your ass in the first fucking place, and what you do doesn't affect me, so you can go to hell.
Yeah, you're not there yet.
I'm not there yet. I'm not. I'm really not. I'll be trying to be like a mature girl or excuse me, a mature woman. Yeah, I can do it to a certain point. After a certain point, my emotion takes over and analytics go out of the window.
you
So
you'll get there.
yeah, hopefully by the time I'm 40, that's the goal is to be a little bit more mature by 40. Not looking too good though. Not looking too good. We're not on track currently.
You have to be. Come on, you left the whole state to be a whole mature person.
Yeah, my you can take the girl out of Lake County. Can't take Lake County out the girl.
You're
Um,
not from fucking Lake County. You're from
I might
Alabama.
as well be from Lake. I've actually lived in Lake County longer than I ever lived in Alabama.
How old were you when you left Alabama?
15.
You're from Alabama.
I-
But
I'm from,
you're honorary from Lake County.
oh yeah,
We'll give you
definitely,
that.
definitely. But yeah, it's just I'm working on it though. I am, but I'm not. But I am, but I'm not. But I am.
Well, you don't have to. See, it's not working on it. It just comes. It just comes.
We're not there yet.
Okay. All right, Courtney. So before we get all these inboxes tomorrow, have a great weekend.
Yes, you
Don't,
as well.
don't do nothing I won't do. I'll be
That-
more prepared. Again, last week was my fault. I'll be more prepared. I'll send out our questions. I didn't even send out a question this week on our podcast page.
Oh,
Again, I've been dealing with all this, people reporting my shit and that. So it's like, then I'm busy at work and all that shit. So
yeah, that's why y'all got to stop reporting. Y'all some bitches. Stop doing that. If you don't like it, you know what you could do? Keep scrolling.
yeah,
You could unfollow as well.
I was going to say, you can unfollow, to be honest. It's
Not that I want you guys to unfollow us, but if you guys feel the need to unfollow us because you feel in some type of way, I mean, definitely do so. I mean, our feelings aren't hurt either way. But you are a pussy ass, punk ass, soft ass bitch, and that's all I'm saying.
all right, guys. Until next time, Courtney. See
Bye,
you
y'all.
later. See you
Be
next
great.
Thursday. All right, bye.
3, 2, 1.